Este programa es traído a ustedes por Help You Sell Galería Realty.
Muy buenos días tengan todos ustedes y bienvenidos a su casa. Welcome to your home. Por fin llegó la primavera, ¿sí o no, señoras? Así es de que ya es tiempo de que nos pongamos las pilas, empezar a cuidarnos. Recuerden que solo tenemos un espacio de tiempo muy limitado. Todos nos vamos a ir de aquí, de este mundo, así es de que hay que aprovechar, ser felices y querer muchísimo. Y bueno, también recuerden que hoy les tenemos un programa informativo y divertido, porque pues ya saben que tenemos los segmentos de Pima Animal Care Center, bienes raíces, memes, bloopers, tendremos también a Chad Casper de Pillar to Post Home Inspections. Y bueno, señoras, ¿cuál es la condición de ver bienvenidos a su casa? Pues que bailen conmigo al final del programa. Así es de que tráigase a toda la familia y que comience Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa, bienvenidos. Bienvenidos a su casa, bienvenidos. Con María Powell.
Welcome to your home.
Bienvenidos a su casa, bienvenidos. Bienvenidos a su casa, bienvenidos. Bienvenidos a su casa. Welcome to your home.
Y bueno, ¿ustedes qué dijeron? ¿Ya se le perdió el solazazo a esta niña? Pues fíjense que no. Lo que pasa es que les quiero recomendar mucho usar lentes de sol en esta temporada de calorcito que comienza, así como a sus niños. ¿Por qué, señoras? Pues porque si no, luego van a tener los ojos así rojos como yo. Igual como le decía a los niños, usted puede encontrar lentes muy baratos en lugares que pues no puedo anunciar, pero son así muy fashionistas, así es de que bueno, cómpreselos, se los recomiendo. Y vamos a comenzar este programa con agradecerles a todos nuestros patrocinadores, como lo son Help You Sell Galería Realty, Southern Arizona Video Productions, Chad Casper with Pillar to Post Home Inspections, ¡ay, qué difícil! Y también a Emily's Hair Salon, que bueno, ya saben que me hizo mi cabello como siempre, a Make Hating Design por este set, y más que nada a todos ustedes por estar aquí con nosotros todas las mañanas, soportándonos. Así es de que ya saben que si tienen desayuno, tamalitos, un atolito, alguna cosa así, pues nos inviten a desayunar, porque yo, la verdad, como siempre, tengo un hambre voraz. Y bueno, pues estamos listos ya para comenzar este programa, yo también. Así es de que tráigase a los niños, señora, porque comenzamos con el segmento de Pima Animal Care Center.
Bienvenidos a su casa. Welcome to your home.
Y bueno, amigos, pues bienvenidos de nuevo a este segmento preferido de los niños, que es el de Pima Animal Care Center. Y bueno, ahora nos encontramos con la oficial Ana Guerrero y nuestra querida mascota del programa, Fiesta, que de verdad, como me decía Rocío, pues tiene una historia un poquito triste. Welcome to your home. Thank you for being here. And guess what? We're now with our Pima Animal Care Center segment, and we have Ana Guerrero and also Fiesta. Anna, welcome, and thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for being here.
Us.
As you know, we love the puppies. We love Pima Animal Care Center, like you have no idea. And what we want to do is talk a little bit about Fiesta and tell us a little bit of her story.
Okay, so Fiesta is a 1.5 years old. She's been in the shelter a very long time. Her story is very sad, but has been good so far. She was very sick at one point. They were walking her around the shelter and she just collapsed all the way where she couldn't get herself back up. So a lot of the volunteers helped assist her to the clinic. where they found out that she had a very low immune deficiency disorder where it kills all her red blood cells. So they were treating her for that. She has been in foster, and then recently she had gotten ringworm. They couldn't cure it, so they were going to end up euthanizing her, but the people that had fostered her decided they would take her back. As of recently, she's been cured of that, so she's been doing very well. And as you can see, she's back to normal health. Her hair's growing back, so she's doing very wonderful. She is ready to be adopted out to a loving family that has kids, whether they're big or small. She's a good person, a good family dog.
Yes.
She is shy at first, but once you get to know her, she's loving and adorable. So if anyone would like to see her, they're more than welcome. Like I said, Fiesta is so loving and so caring. So it's good to have her.
Pues, déjenme decirles quiero decirles que esta perrita se llama Fiesta y tiene una historia pues muy triste, en el sentido de que ya tiene muchos meses en Pima Animal Care Center, y una vez que estaban caminándola ahí en el centro se colapsó, y bueno, se dieron cuenta que la perrita tenía en ese momento un problema con sus células rojas que estaban, no es cierto, ya no se me olvidó, las células rojas, ¿cómo se dice? Okay. Bueno, entonces estaba ella teniendo ese problema y ya se curó. La ha estado curando, han estado cuidándola, han estado protegiendo. La persona que es más, estuvieron a punto de eutanizarla, y parece que la persona que la estaba cuidando pues decidió salvarla de nuevo y no dejarla pues ir. Ahorita está plenamente y completamente curada, pero y pues ya lista para ser adoptada. Se ve que es muy linda, muy tranquila, es very nice and shy. Y pues ojalá que ustedes le pudieran dar una ayuda a esta hermosa perrita y un hogar lindo. Es perfecta para niños, chiquitos y grandes. Y bueno, pues ojalá que podamos darle una casa y una segunda oportunidad de vida a Fiesta. Así es de que si pueden, por favor, pues llámenos al teléfono que pondremos en las pantallas, y pues aquí vamos a estar tratando de encontrar una casa. Por favor, ayúdenos. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. And when, as you know, the hot weather is coming up.
Yes,
And
a lot of
we
water
need
for them, keep them in the shade, all of that.
So make sure that those puppies are well taken care of. They do feel hot as well, like we do. So hopefully that you let them in their home and have a good time now that the summer is coming. So, any other thing that you would like to say?
Well, it is puppy season and cat season, so there are going to be a lot of them available to adopt. We do ask that you guys come down to Pima Animal Care Shelter and foster them, especially if they're young ones. That way, as you foster them, they grow with your family, whether they're the kids or just adults that are looking for a companion. Go ahead and foster them out, see how they adapt to you, because they do not need a lot of tender love and care to get better, especially for being at the shelter. So I'd recommend to always come foster to adopt, and then eventually after you foster, then if you'd like to keep them, then you adopt them under your wing, and then you become their permanent owner.
Perfect. So there's a program called Foster to Adopt,
Foster
right?
to adopt.
Perfect. Okay, well, we'll do that. Thank you very much for being here, and please let us know if she gets adopted as soon as possible.
Yes, we will, definitely. Thank you for everything.
Thank you very much. Y bueno, amigos, quédense con nosotros porque tenemos más aquí en Bienvenidos a su casa. Y bueno, pues ahora les tenemos una entrevista muy interesante que hicimos en el Southern Arizona Transportation Museum en un evento que se llamó The Silver Spike Festival. Estuvimos entrevistando a personalidades increíbles, y es más, son personas que son los descendientes directos prácticamente de estos otros personajes históricos. Así que quédense con nosotros y ojalá que la disfruten.
Despite the fact that the train is coming and going to shatter Tucson's history, 2 days before the event, March 17th, 1880, there's no official plan for any celebration. So right now we join a hastily called city council meeting by Mayor Bob Leatherwood.
Bueno amigos, bienvenidos a su casa. Bueno, ya como les comentaba anteriormente, estamos en un evento fabuloso y me encuentro con una personalidad que de verdad acabo de conocer y estoy muy impresionada por su increíble talento. Hi, how are you doing?
Oh, very good. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you came today.
Well, thank you so much. I am very honored to have made it here. But can you tell us a little bit about you and the beautiful story that you just spoke of?
Yes, I told the story of some of the words that were used when the train was coming. The language back then was so interesting and so exciting, so I enjoyed sharing it with the people.
And tell me your name and what is your position, what role you play in all these beautiful events.
Oh yes, well my name is William Colt. I'm a native Tucsonan and I am an author and historian, and I played the narrator part today with 5 descendants of the people that were here in Tucson 138 years ago, that day the first train arrived.
What an amazing situation to have these people together. It's like bringing back history, real history, and be able to have them, meet them, and of course I assume they are extremely proud of who they are.
Yes, they must be very proud, and we're so proud to have collected these people that are excited about playing a part in this. So we wanted to share this as a free gift to Tucson.
Well, thank you so very much, because I was amazed and taken by the way you spoke the story and everything. You put all this emphasis, and so we're very thankful.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad to be able to share it with you and the crowd.
Also, I also like your Spanish.
Muchas gracias. A mí me gusta mucho la lengua. Sí, el idioma.
Well, thank you so much, and we hope to see you again one of these days. And again, welcome very much to here to Tucson.
Thank you, Maria.
Y bueno amigos, quédense con nosotros porque tenemos más entrevistas en Bienvenidos a su casa.
Madrugada cuando te empecé a querer, un beso a la medianoche, el otro al amanecer. Ay, la, 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 ay, la, 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 la. Era de madrugada cuando te empecé a querer. Ay, la, 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 ay, la, 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 la. Un beso a la medianoche, el otro al amanecer. ¡Hija!
Y bueno amigos, ¿qué creen? Pues ahora ya hasta me bañaron de historia aquí. Estoy completamente emocionada, agradecida y estamos honrados de tener este maravilloso grupo de personalidades aquí de Tucson. Y bueno, se los voy a presentar para que vean quiénes son y cómo están aquí. So, one more time, can you say your name and, where you come from, like your descendants?
My name is Boyd Drachman, and I was reenacting my great-great-uncle, Samuel Drachman.
Bienvenidos para todos. Mi nombre es Pedro Ochoa y también mi bisabuela es de sede de España por los inglés personas. My great-grandfather was the mayor in 1875 here in Tucson, and in 1876 he was on the Arizona Territorial Legislature that presented Bill number 3 that became the invitation or the request that the Southern Pacific Railroad would lay tracks starting in Yuma, coming all the way east to Tucson and continuing on to El Paso and down to New Orleans. So I was here portraying my great-grandfather's presentation of the Silver Spike, which was actually made in Tombstone, Arizona, and presented to Charles Crocker, the president of the railroad, of the Southern Pacific Railroad, when he came to town. So that was kind of our little gig and our tribute to history. Thanks for having us.
Beautiful. And when are you next?
My name is Philip Tully, and my great-great-grandfather, P.R. Tully Pinckney Randolph, and his great-grandfather were partners that had a shipping company in Tucson, Arizona that brought most of the goods to Tucson until this darn railroad came in and ran them out of business. So, but we're very happy that the train is here and that we can still promote Tucson.
In a way, your ancestors were working as a team together.
Oh yes, they were partners for many years, and they got along too. Well, unlike
Let's not go that far, But Mr. Tully's great-grandfather, Pickney Tully, and was Tully and Ochoa, and we had the largest wagon train in all of southern Arizona, running all the way from Kansas City to Santa Fe, Tucson, and also they had a stagecoach line. I don't know if you knew this, between Tucson and Yuma. So Mr. Tully and Mr. Ochoa were very instrumental in really bringing all the commodities and whatnot, making it the town that it is. But Mr. Tully and my grandfather both knew that the prosperity was going to be in the cheaper rates of goods, and bringing out people wouldn't take you 6 months. You could do it in 5 days, come out to the West. And so look at it now, another terrible St. Patrick's Day, and Maria was very good to us.
Well, and I really like what Bill said a little while ago when they were saying, people used to say, well, where is Tucson, right?
Exactly, and that's a true story. That they supposedly that the Pope requested benediction upon everyone in Tucson, but where in the heck is Tucson? Of course, we only had 5,000 people, so it was quite a little teeny town. But look at it now.
Amazing, 5,000 people, and look at what.
Most of them are here for this event. I mean, can you imagine all of Tucson coming here for anything? But it was one of the biggest changes that ever happened to Tucson when the train came in, and that was awesome. And my great-grandfather was also mayor, and he was a treasurer of Arizona too. Yeah, I mean, there was only 12 people then.
Well, and now we have this amazing personality as well, and we're going to find out what the role of the company that he's with played in those days.
So my name is David Layton. I'm a columnist for the Arizona Daily Star newspaper. Today I was portraying the role of L.C. Hughes, who was the editor and owner of the Arizona Daily Star newspaper. L.C. Hughes pushed in the newspaper for the train to come continuously for several years, and that was the role that the media played at that point.
It's amazing with that. Finally, maybe people heard about Tucson, right?
Sure, yes, exactly. Who would have thought that this little town would turn into be such a huge thing, to say nothing of a basketball team, and and who would have thought we'd have a streetcar? I mean, 100 years later, here we are. Of course, with that being said, who thought pot would be legal and potholes would be a detriment.
Exactly. And Mr. Drachman, tell us about the business that they used to have.
Well, Sam Drachman was noted for having a cigar store on the corner of Church and Church and Congress, and evidently for a period of about 40 years, and it was one of the most popular gathering points in downtown Tucson. I think probably a lot of stories and a lot of lies were told in that cigar store. Maybe a whiskey or two was tipped back, but it was quite a lively location. So that was his claim to fame, one of them. He was also very active in politics and obviously welcoming the train to Tucson as well.
Now tell us what you do now in the present.
Oh, what do I do? Oh, I'm sorry. I own an insurance business. Here in town. We're a commercial insurance agency, brokerage, and we've been doing it for quite a number of years.
Tell us the name. That's okay.
I'm sorry. The name of the business is Drachman Insurance Services.
Okay, so if you need insurance, call Drachman Insurance Services. And what do you do now?
You wouldn't even believe this story. I'm going to the University of Arizona in the early 70s. And I was in the Army in a tank battalion, and my tank driver said they're hiring at the railroad. So I thought, I'll ride my bike down here. So I actually went down and applied for the job and got the job at the Southern Pacific Railroad Company in 1972. The same company that put my grandfather and Mr. Tully out of business 100 friggin' years ago. So we're not real happy about that. But what are the odds that I would go to work and my grandpa's got to be turning over in his grave? So I retired from the Southern Pacific in 2008, so I'm just an old retired guy taking up 4 lanes of highway.
Well, we can learn a lot from you, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you.
And tell us what you...
I was a dentist for 35 years. Both my grandfathers were railroad people as well. That's what this town does. It paid a lot of bills, and I'm glad for it.
I can see the competition going on.
I can't keep a... When they were looking for the gift of gab, he stood in line. He was way in front of me.
But I had the better looks.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so very much for your beautiful time, your commitment to
do this beautiful event and for being part of Tucson history. Thank you very much to all of you. So do you say a few words to our viewers over there?
Our viewers. Oh, well, Tucson is a great city, and we all know each other, as he told us, and we all love our community, and we want to promote Tucson. The Wildcats didn't help out this week, unfortunately.
Hey, we have really good food too. We have like the best Mexican food in Tucson, bar none. San Antonio has nothing on us.
Ah, very good. And some words for...
Sure. We'd just like to thank Maria and his crew for coming down here and promoting this awesome, well, it's such a small town once again. And what town has 138 years of history, to say nothing of all the descendants that are still tied to our city? So we thank you for sharing that and keeping the history alive.
Absolutely, that's what we want.
For all of Maria's viewers that don't live in the United States or don't live in Tucson, we'd like to welcome you all to come to visit our town. You will love it here. Please do.
Yeah, I was telling him that our show is seen also in Italy, because we know a lot of people there. So you will be seen over there.
Oh my goodness.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's Amore.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Y bueno, amigos, quédense con nosotros porque tenemos más. Bienvenidos a su casa.
Therefore, I, John Rothschild, Mayor of the City of Tucson, do hereby proclaim March 17, 2018 to be Silver Spike Festival Day in this community and encourage all of our residents to join in the planned activities and celebration of this, the 138th anniversary of the Railroad arrival in Tucson. And with this, where I put my hand and seal on this 17th day of March 2018, signed by Jonathan Rothschild, Mayor of the City of Tucson. Thank you all for participating. Congratulations.
Y bueno, amigos, pues ahora tenemos al alcalde de Tucson, este señor increíble que la verdad pues tiene una fuerza, una energía para atender a todos los eventos que suceden aquí en Tucson. Y bueno, pues ahora le vamos a preguntar cómo se siente y bueno, cuál es su papel en este. Major, how are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. Muchas gracias.
De nada. It's an honor and a pleasure. So tell us a little bit, what do you feel about having all this amazing history here? You being part, of course, already part of history, because now being the mayor, you are here forever.
Well, this is the 14th celebration of the Train Museum, which is downtown and is a big part of downtown. It's by the railroad tracks, by the railroad station. But what's neat about this celebration is the people who come to it, the Ochoas, the Leatherwoods, the Drachmans, their grandparents and great-grandparents were actually the people who brought the train here to Tucson. And even today, their descendants are here celebrating the train. The Railroad Man of the Year, who we celebrate today, is 3 generations of railroad family. The railroad's been here 138 years. His family's been working it 112 years.
Wow.
And I think it speaks a lot to Tucson. I think it speaks a lot to, once you understand the magic of this place and set roots here, that you're going to want to be here and help Tucson continue to grow and prosper.
Yeah, I was very amazed, how they remember their ancestors' competition and friendship and togetherness and working everybody into putting together this amazing, technology, like they used to call it then.
Well, and it's still technology today. We have out at the Port of Tucson, big logistics center for home goods and for Target. It looks like we're going to get another major one today. They announced probably 1,500 more employees. So rail's still very important. And even in my family, not as old as some of these families, but my grandmother came here in 1942, and all of my children are here. So I think there's just a magic about Tucson where people will want to stay and keep their families together.
Well, and it's also amazing that you take, your very important time to come to these amazing events, because this is part of Tucson, this is history, and this is where we all come from, right?
Yeah, and this is how I learn about what's important to Tucson and the people of Tucson. So it helps me as I try to craft the future about what's important. And it's good that we can get people out and know this is happening. It's a really fun event.
And I could see, I was watching you when they were talking about the history of the train. You were so immersed in the conversations and enjoying it. I could see that.
Yeah, and that's how you learn. Right now we've got great music. We've had the dancers from the different cultures, and that's what makes Tucson great.
Exactly. So where can people find out about all these amazing events that I think that nobody should miss?
Well, for here, it's the Arizona Train Museum, and you just get online. They have a website, and it's right downtown across from the Hotel Congress, and you can't miss it, in a beautiful center. But otherwise, there's so many places to get online or read in the newspaper every week. Tucson this year was named as one of the event and festival cities of the world, one of the 9. And we have 44 festivals.
Wow.
And, so it's like one a week of great things going on.
Absolutely.
So.
Mayor Rothschild, thank you very much for your time. We are very honored, and you're more than welcome to come or send us any information that you want us to promote in the benefit of the city, and of course.
Well, thank you. Your station has been great for us and for the community. A big job is to get the information out to people so they know.
Exactly. But thank you very much, and hope you have a wonderful day. Y quédense, amigos, con nosotros porque tenemos más aquí en Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa. Y bueno, amigos, pues estamos de regreso aquí en Bienvenidos a su casa, y siempre les traemos personas que tienen información muy importante para todos ustedes. Y bueno, pues ahora les vamos a decir de qué se trata. Es un inspector de casas y les va a dar una información increíble. Welcome to your home. Thank you so much for being here with us. And guess what? We have a very important person here in our show. His name is Chad Casper from Pillar to Post Home Inspections, and he's going to give us some information on why it is so important to get a hold of him. Hi, Chad, how are you doing?
Hey, Maria, how's it going? Thank you for having me.
It is going great. I'm very happy that you're here finally, right?
I know, right? It's been a while, so having to reschedule so many times, so I apologize.
No.
But
we're very happy.
We're busy,
That's
but that's good thing,
fantastic. Yes. So what we want to know is, we would like for you to tell us why it is so important to have a home inspection, let's say prior to put your home on the market or when somebody's buying a home.
Yeah, a home inspection is always a good thing, especially if you're buying a house. You want that information. I think it's a large investment. I think a lot of people are real scared, real intimidated by the process, and so it's good to be armed with that information so you know exactly what you're getting when you make that final purchase. And having that information in your hands is so vital and so important.
Exactly. So that would be prior to put your house on the market.
That would be more for on the buyer side.
Okay.
For someone who's getting ready to sell their house, a pre-listing inspection is really cool because you get to know about the big problems about your house before you put it on the market. So that way you can address those concerns on the front end rather than on the back end.
Right. I think it's amazing that people could get that information because, after that, there will be all these big surprises that sometimes we all have. So let me explain a little bit to my viewers in Spanish. So lo que nos dice Chad es que es muy importante tener si usted piensa poner su casa a la venta, muy importante ponerla, más bien hablarle a un inspector para que ellos le puedan decir cuáles son los problemas que pueden suceder cuando usted tenga un contrato en su casa. Y si usted está comprando una casa, también es muy importante porque pues le van a decir todas las situaciones, los problemitas que hay en la casa y así poder pues pedir esas reparaciones que ya les he comentado con mucho tiempo. Well, and that is true. So tell me a little bit, why do you enjoy this job? What is it that attracted you to it?
I just wanted to be my own boss, so I bought the franchise rights, and I just enjoy helping people. I like teaching people, I like coaching people, and I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to utilize those skills in a really growing industry and just an always changing, always fun industry. And I just like being around people and educating them.
Exactly. You know, that's a good thing about your business and my business, that when you do that just to help people and enjoy it, things come back to you in a way that you don't even see how. And plus, when people are comfortable working with you, what happens? They refer you to the entire family, friends, and all that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
So tell me where people can contact you for, you know, a home inspection or a pre-listing home inspection.
Yeah, my phone number is 520-271-3005. You can also find me online. My website is www.pillartopost.com/ChadCasper. You can book me through the website, or you can even shoot me an email at chad.casper@pillartopost.com.
How about a Facebook page?
Yeah, it's Pillar to Post Home Inspectors Chad Casper. So you can find me on that as well too. So always posting fun stuff on there.
Exactly, and believe me, he's always going to be available for you. He's got a great personality, lots of knowledge. He probably even bring a cookie when he does inspections. I already committed him. No, but he's really great. So I hope that you call him. Y bueno, de verdad, señoras, les recomiendo mucho llamar a Chad Casper de Pillar to Post Home Inspections para en caso de que tengan una inspección. Y llámenme a mí por teléfono, yo les hago schedule y también los acompaño en caso de que quieran llamarle. Aquí estará la información en la pantalla. Y bueno, nos vemos en el próximo segmento. Bienvenidos a su casa. Chad, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Okay, you'll be back, right?
Yes,
because
absolutely.
we have to, we have to teach people, for example, about plumbing and all those sort of things. So
the electrical, the HVAC. And I get to work on my Spanish.
Perfect.
I'll work on my Spanish, I promise.
Exactly. Y bueno, amigos, pues quédense con nosotros porque todavía tenemos más aquí en Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenido a tu nueva vida. Hoy es el principio del resto de tu vida. Julio Salazar te trae sugerencias, vivencias y ocurrencias para hacer de este día el mejor. ¡Comenzamos!
Amigos de Bienvenidos a su casa, muy buenos días. Este día quiero desearte que te rompan el corazón y por favor no me lo tomes a mal. Te voy a explicar por qué. La vida no son las cosas que nos ocurren, la vida es la actitud con que enfrentamos esas cosas que nos pasan. Y considerando estas cosas que nos ocurren, cuando nosotros estamos en felicidad constante o permanente, no crecemos. Es en la adversidad cuando crecemos y sacamos lo mejor de esa experiencia. Deseo que te rompan el corazón porque vas a aprender la humildad de tratar a la otra persona con amor y con respeto, porque cuando te han roto el corazón tienes dos opciones y la primera de ellas es continuar con esa cadena y hacerle daño a la nueva persona que llegue a ti, y la otra opción es ser una persona resiliente y tomar lo mejor de la experiencia y tratar con amor y con respeto a esa persona especial que está llegando a tu vida. Deseo que te rompan el corazón porque vas a conocerte más a ti mismo. Es el mejor momento para hacer ese maravilloso viaje hacia tu interior. Alguna vez te lo he dicho, si quieres conocer las maravillas que el mundo tiene para ti, Primero, conoce las maravillas que tú tienes para el mundo. Y por último, deseo que te rompan el corazón porque estoy seguro que conforme transcurra el tiempo vas a llegar incluso a vivir en gratitud porque eso haya pasado, porque eso haya ocurrido. De verdad, deseo que te rompan el corazón porque vas a crecer como persona. Gracias por tu atención y por favor, dale like a nuestra página, síguenos en nuestras redes sociales, danos de alta en Bienvenidos a su casa. Y ahora que tengas un gran día, a menos que tengas otros planes.
Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa. Y bueno, pues ahora por fin les vamos a traer un poquito de música, señoras, así es de que quédense aquí sentaditas conmigo porque ahora les traemos un poquito de Corey Spector. So stay with us because now next is Corey Spector with some music for you.
Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. I walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me to make a stand. You just gotta see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand. I won't make it any other way. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Been walking my mom till I need your time. My back turns towards the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. Well, there's hours of time on the telephone line, talking about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines and pieces on the ground. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you, baby, one more time again now. Lord, I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around now. Lord, I see you, Lord, I see you, fire and rain now. La la la, la 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 la.
all seen fire and rain.
Amigos de Bienvenidos a su casa, muy buenos días. Recientemente tuvimos unos días de reflexión, estas vacaciones, y la invitación es a que no solamente vamos a preocuparnos por la nutrición de nuestro cuerpo en lo que se refiere a los alimentos. Es muy importante los pensamientos, la música que escuchamos, las noticias, porque ellos alteran nuestro estado de ánimo. Y si estás triste, a veces comes más, o si tienes ansiedad, comes más o comes menos. Entonces, ¿qué tan importante es lo que seleccionamos para escuchar? Recuerden, no solamente de pan vive el hombre. Por eso los estamos invitando en esta ocasión a tener una mayor apertura, pero a buscar más en nuestro interior. Así como alimentamos nuestra alma, alimentamos el cuerpo, que sea integral. Hay personas que en estos días hacen promesas de dejar de comer carne o dejar de suprimir ciertos alimentos. No olviden que la alimentación debe de ser balanceada, equilibrada. Nuestro cuerpo necesita proteínas, carbohidratos, grasas y muchísimos vegetales, porque de ahí va a tomar los nutrientes que necesita, las herramientas que necesita para repararse y para mantener nuestra salud. Recuerda, no solamente somos un cuerpo físico, somos cuerpo, mente y espíritu. Para que todo fluya bien en nuestra vida, las tres áreas necesitan estar en armonía. Alimenta tu cuerpo, alimenta tu espíritu. Siéntete bien contigo mismo. Aprovecha estos días para pasar momentos muy agradables con la familia. Es un gusto estar con ustedes. Que tengan muy bonito día. Bendiciones para todos.
Hola, mi nombre es Marta Coronado. Quiero informarles que acabamos de comprar casa y estamos felices con mi hija y nos ayudaron muchísimo con el préstamo, con ayudas, con información. Les recomiendo que se animen. Hasta nos regresaron dinero.
Y más si hablas español, aquí trabajamos nosotros con Maria Powell en Help You Sell. And it's a great help. She's always there for you guys. You know, she can help you guys in Spanish or English. We just bought a house and we're very excited. We even received money back. Lower interest rate. I don't know. It's a really great day for us today and everything. I know our monthly payment's pretty low, so we're just happy. And we wanted to share our experience.
Recomiendo que busquen a María.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Hi, I'm Joanne Stace. This is my husband Don, and we've just completed buying our new home. And we've had much help from Help You Sell.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
And we are very appreciative, especially at our age, to be able to buy a home again. Yes. So our many, many thanks go to Maria and her great company. Don?
Definitely. Definitely. I told you I'm quiet.
Y bueno, pues finalmente llegamos al segmento de Help You Sell Galería Realty. Y bueno, ahora les vamos a hablar un poquito de lo que está pasando en el mercado, pero más que nada, señoras y señores, quisiera decirles que ahorita el mercado en Tucson está tremendo, las casas están subiendo de precio rapidísimo, las tasas de interés también. Así es de que bueno, tenemos dos situaciones. Si usted tiene una casa y la quiere vender, ya sabe que nosotros le ofrecemos servicios completos de bienes raíces por una cuota fija. Y no nada más eso, también pondremos su casa en la televisión, tendrá un paquete con varios flyers y tarjetas de presentación y tarjetas de agradecimiento a las personas que van a su open house. O sea que un servicio, como les comentaba, completo, y se ahorran miles de dólares en comisiones. Este es el momento muy bueno para poder vender su casa, porque pues como les decía, los precios han subido. Ahora, si usted quiere comprar una casa, pues también ese es un buen momento porque si no califica ahorita, es más, digamos que califica para $150,000 ahorita, en diciembre va a calificar para unos 100, 120. ¿Por qué? Porque los precios están subiendo, las tasas de interés también suben y con eso se pierde capacidad de compra. Así es de que ese es el mejor momento. Acuérdese también que los niños van a la escuela o inician el año escolar en agosto. Muy importante, pues de preferencia ya estar en su casa nueva y ahora sí a cuidar a los niños y llevarlos a la escuela. Otra, que hay programas de ayudas con el enganche. Ahorita yo tengo una clienta que tiene $5,000 ahorrados en su cuenta y un programa que se llama el Wish Fund le va a dar $15,000 de ayuda, les triplica lo que tienen ahorrado. Y también, aparte hay otro programa en que le ayudan con el 3.5% de enganche. Yo puedo ayudarles a negociar sus gastos de cierre lo más que se pueda. Pero bueno, así es de que beneficios ahorita hay muchos en comprar y vender su casa. Llámenos al 520-975-6697 para una cita, una junta en que podamos ver cuál es la situación. Y también, por último, si usted piensa comprar una casa, lo primero que debemos de hacer es hablar con un prestamista, porque él nos va a dar, pues prácticamente es como una radiografía de cuál es su situación económica en el sentido de la compra de una casa y qué tipo de préstamo puede calificar para usted. Como les digo, incluyendo los programas y bueno, pues también, ¿por qué no?, la cantidad en la que puede calificar y poderlo ayudar. Así es de que bueno, ya sabe, háblele a su agente de bienes raíces María Powell al 520-975-6697 y pues los esperamos, ¿ok? Y nos vemos en el siguiente segmento de Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa. Y bueno, pues ahora estamos aquí con nuestro segmento favorito de memes y pues, algunos motivacionales siempre. Pero bueno, pues ya estoy viendo que el relajo aquí crece cada día más y los motivacionales se hacen menos. Pero bueno, por esta ocasión, señoras, nada más. Los próximos serán mitad y mitad como siempre, ¿ok? Y bueno, pues ahora nos encontramos con una nueva amiga, Rosa Silverman. Hola, Rosa, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, bien, bien, gracias.
Gracias por estar aquí y un día nos platicará ella su historia, ni se imaginan. Pero vamos a, más que nada, Rosy, en estos memes le damos la felicitación a todos los que cumplen años en el mes de abril, so happy birthday. Y también lo va a decir en italiano, ¿cómo se dice? A ver, Rosy. Buon cumpleaños. Y también lo vamos a decir en español, feliz cumpleaños a todos ustedes en sus casitas, ¿verdad?
Sí, feliz cumpleaños a todos.
Exactamente. Un abrazo y un beso de esta belleza y de una servidora. Y bueno, pues ahora pasamos con los memes y vamos a empezar con los motivacionales. So, I'm going to let Rosie read this one and explain it to you. So, a ver, Rosie.
Okay, the master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried.
Okay.
It's very interesting. I think failure is an interesting concept. I used to hate failure, obviously. It's not fun, but I was reading actually to my children about failure, a book by John Maxwell. It's called Failing Forward. And to use every failure you have as viewing it as a mistake to step on instead of using it as something to crumble under. So
failure is good. So, si es de que si se equivocan y caen cada vez que intentan hacer algo, eso es al contrario bueno, porque dice que están intentando mejorar. And well, now we go to the next one, and it says, strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. O sea, es de que tienen que, pues más que nada, que la fuerza, la energía de todos ustedes proviene de todas las veces que se caigan y se levantan una y otra vez, y pues es lo único que nos va a dar la fuerza y la energía para continuar. Si no nos aventamos, señoras, no la vamos a hacer. Así es de que siempre hay que perder el miedo a las cosas. Cuando tenga un sueño, adelante y adelante y adelante. Y bueno, quería expandir un poquito en eso porque pues ahora siguen los simpáticos, Rosy.
Yes, here we
Y
go.
te voy a dejar a ti que digas ese, a ver.
Okay. Mexican word of the day, cheese. Okay. Juanita likes me, but she's ugly. That's terrible.
That's a bad word. Exactamente. Okay, now the next one is Mexican word of the day, ice chest. And it says, don't get mad at me, okay? I said, I was just playing with you. And let's go to the next one.
Okay, Mexican word of the day, choose. Hey man, you're going to trip. Tie your shoes.
That was a good one. Okay, so Mexican word of the day, senior. We seen your lady at the club dancing with another vato.
Uh-oh.
Hey, señores, por favor. And then next, Rosie.
So does, okay. Juan cuts grass for a living, and so does his father and uncle.
Ay, bueno. Y señoras, pues ojalá que sean divertidos, aunque sea un poquitito. Mándenos sus memes, porque de verdad que está simpático. Mándenos sus memes. Y bueno, ya saben que la tecnología tiene cosas buenas y cosas malas. La podemos utilizar para lo bueno. Si ven cosas negativas, mejor sálganse de eso. No críticas, que cuando uno critica a otra persona, a otras cosas, pues no ayuda para nada en lo que es la comunidad ni nada. Así es de que los esperamos de nuevo, ¿verdad? Así es de que quédense con nosotros porque seguimos en Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa. Y bueno amigos, hemos llegado al final de esta emisión de Bienvenidos a su casa. No sin antes darles las gracias a todos ustedes por estar aquí con nosotros y a nuestros queridos colaboradores del programa del día de hoy. Tenemos a Rosa, right? Y a Chad.
Casper from Pillar to Post.
Casper.
I'll say it for you.
Thank you. Y bueno, así es de que señoras, los esperamos todos los domingos a las 9 de la mañana por Azteca Tucson Canal 14. Y señoras, ¿cuál es la condición de bienvenidas a su casa? Pues que bailen con nosotros al final del programa. Así es de que los esperamos en Bienvenidos a su casa.
Era un bel ragazzetto negli anni 80, sui piatti suonava Santa Esmeralda, DJ Television su Italia 1, i miei miti a memoria, uno per uno. Tutte le mattine mi alzavo dal letto con l'idea di diventare come Cecchetto, produrre via Verdi, ballare su un palco, cantare per la gente volando in alto. Avrei dato 2 dita per esserci dentro, Raya, Samantha, Sabrina, Fomento. La musica era il sogno, ancora ci ripenso, intanto nasceva Lorenzo. Give me 5. All right. It's honest now. My name is Powell and rock the mic. We're walking like in a dolce vita. E la musica va. The sound we got it right. E il video ripassa in TV. We're living like in a dolce vita. E intanto no. It's honest night. Together we love again. E stanotte la notte.
Chad really works with us.
Clap your hands, everybody, if you got what it takes. Cause I'm Dr. Vintage, rock to the show, and these are the rays. We're walking like in a dolce vita. E la musica va. The sound we got it right. E il video ripassa in TV. We're living like in a dolce vita. E intanto noi siamo ancora qua.
Y bueno, ¿cuál es la condición de bienvenidos a su casa? Pues que bailemos al final del programa. Así es de que vénganse, ya saben, los esperamos y que comience bienvenidos a su casa.
Yeah, I did.
What happened?
Hold on.
I was 3 seconds less. 3 seconds.
You were good. It's just the program.
Ah. Okay, so what's the next segment? Anybody knows? No, I knew it. ¿Qué es esto? Estoy anunciando agua Kirkland. If you're thirsty, this is the way to go. Go to Costco. I think it's Costco, no?
Did you need more wine, or are you doing all right?
Harry, everybody's going to think that I'm a drinker
no
here.
Thing is too much wine for her.
No.
All right, we are rolling, Maria. Can you
What?
go ahead and...
What segment did we say it was?
16.
16.
That's Corey.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So hard without Giovanni. I miss him.
I can't believe it.
That Giovanni, man, where is he?
Yeah, Giovanni, he's so great. I think he left for the weekend, and it's been a wreck ever since. You need this, we need this. Giovanni's not going to be here, so we're like, no. We did not know we would miss him so much. Emily's Hair Salon con Mónica, que me hace mi cabello bien bonito. También muchísimas gracias a Casper. No es cierto. Southern Arizona Video Productions. Tad Casper with Doom. Así es de que los esperamos este domingo a las 9 de la mañana por Azteca Tucson, Canal 14. 1 second over, I knew it. Bienvenidos a su casa. Bienvenidos a su casa. This program was brought to you by Help You Sell Galleria Realty.